Okay, members, I'd like to welcome everybody. I'd like to welcome everybody to OHA's meeting of the Committee on Budget and Finance. It is Wednesday, May 27th, 2026, and it is now, it looks like 10:45 a.m. Members, Dan Ahuna's been, he's requested to be excused from this meeting, but present is Trustee Souza, Trustee Galutaria, Trustee Akaka, Trustee Alapa, Trustee Akina, Trustee Kahele, and myself, giving us the quorum to conduct the meeting. So, as you guys all know, this Budget and Finance meeting can be viewed via live stream on OHA's website and on Olelo Community Media. As a Zoom attendee, you will be able to watch and listen to the proceedings. And if you wish to testify on a specific agenda item, please follow these steps. At the time of the agenda item discussion, raise your hand to indicate you would like to testify. In this case, we will change your status from attendee to panelist. This may take some time, so mahalo for your patience. As a panelist, you will be given up to 5 minutes to testify. Please unmute yourself, and if you wish, turn on your camera. When recognized, please speak only to the agenda item being discussed. If you address another topic, you will be deemed out of order, and your speaking time will end. And once you have finished testifying, please mute yourself. You will then be returned to attendee status. Also, please silence your mobile phones. Supporting the meeting, the committee today is Kauahi Akina and Melissa Winahan. Also here to lend the administrative support is our Ponui, Sean Kikina, along with his numerous support staff. At this time, I'd like to recognize Keishan Kikina to announce the administrative staff joining us this morning.
Mahalo nui Chair Waihe'e, aloha mai kākou. This morning we have with us from administration our investment director and interim CFO Ryan Lee, our budget chief Grace Chen, our senior director of strategy and implementation Elena Farden, our general counsel Everett Ota, our director of advocacy Lane Alalei, our public policy manager Deja Ostrowski, our director of communications Bill Brennan, our director of community engagement Lisa Von Secona, our grants manager Chantel Billet, and our IT team Kyle Saucier and Kevin Chalk. Mahalo.
Okay, thank you, Keishan. Members, at this time I'd like to make a motion to approve the committee minutes of May 13th, 2026. With that moved, are there any changes to the minutes, the committee minutes of May 13th, 2026? If there are not, can I get a roll call vote for their approval?
Trustee Ahuna is excused. Trustee Akaka?
Aye.
Trustee Akina?
Aye.
Trustee Alapa? Trustee Galataria?
Aye.
Trustee Kahele?
Aye.
Trustee Lindsay is excused. Trustee Souza?
Aye.
Chair Waihe'e.
Yes.
7 yes votes.
Okay, the motion passes. At this time, the next business is the action item 2611, approval of OHA funding for the Hoʻākoakoa Lāhui event sponsorship awards for the following organizations and events for fiscal year 2027 quarter one. Now this action item, it has 21 different awardees. Is there any public testimony on this action item, which includes all 21 of the awardees within it?
We see we see one hand raised.
So can we recognize the public testifier? Who am I calling on, Crane?
It might be a presenter, though.
Are you guys, wait,
Yeah,
um,
they might be presenting.
are you guys presenting or are you public testifiers? Because you're,
They're all raised,
okay,
so they're presenters, yeah.
well, is there any public testimony? Is what I'm asking.
No public testimony, just presenters on their way.
Okay. Okay, with that, then I'm going to move, members, that we, so I'm going to make a motion to approve OHA funding for Hoʻākoakoa Lāhui event sponsorship awards for the following organizations and events for the fiscal year 2027 quarter one. And that's the, I'm just going to read them. ʻImi Aloha Canoe Club, Kīkaha Foundation, Goodwill Industries of Hawaii, Youth in Motion, Hana Arts, Big Island Substance Abuse Council, Puʻuhonua Society, Hiki Aloha, ODKF Support Inc., Bishop Museum, Willow Foundation, Hoʻolauleʻa Homesteader Association, Leadership in Disabilities and Achievement in Hawaii, KK Laukalani, the Lawrence and Hokulani De Rego Foundation, Hawaii Songwriting Festival, Aloha Amplified Inc., Waimea Hawaiian Homestead Association Inc., Maui United Way, Friends of Amy BH, Greenwell Ethno-Botanical Garden, and the Moani Keala Akaka Aloha Aina Education AHA. So with that motion, members, we have them all those groups, we have representation.
You say it's based on the proposed action identified in there. They need the name and the amount. You're gonna say based on
Oh, yeah. And that motion, by the way, guys, it's based on the proposed action listed in the handout.
Chair.
Okay, Trustee Akaka.
Mahalo with number 16, Hawaii Songwriting Festival, Hawaii Songwriting Festival 2026. I ask that we bifurcate that.
Okay, so thanks, Trustee Akaka. That was what I was going to get into at this time. Now that we have that motion on the table, are there any? Let's start with that. Are there any of the awardees that you wish to have bifurcated? And you're saying number 16?
Number 16, Hawaii Songwriting Festival, Hawaii Songwriting Festival 2026, for the reason that my parents have participated through the years.
Okay.
Number 16.
Are there any other awardees that someone wants to have bifurcated from the rest? Okay, with that, rather than making a new one, I'm going to make a motion to bifurcate one of the awardees, the Hawaii Songwriting Festival, for the Hawaii Songwriting Festival 2026, and then that's in the amount. What is $7,500? In the amount of $7,500 from the rest of the awardees. Is there any discussion on that motion? Okay, if there is not, can I get a roll call vote to bifurcate this one awardee from the rest?
Trustee Huna is excused. Trustee Akaka.
Aye.
Trustee Akina.
Aye.
Trustee Olapa. Trustee Galataria.
Aye.
Trustee Kahele. Oh, we must have lost him. Trustee Lindsay is excused. Trustee Souza.
Aye.
Chair Waihe.
Yes.
6 yes votes.
Okay, so now members, we have the awardees, representative of the awardees available to us if you guys had any questions on any specific sponsorship, or if you wanted them to present something, they're available for that. Is there any questions or comments about the sponsorship awardees? Okay, then, so I'm going to take a roll call vote on the first batch of awardees, not counting the Hawaii Songwriting Festival 2026. Can I get a roll call vote?
Okay, this is for numbers 1 through 21 minus number 16 in the amount of $220,371. Trustee Ahuna is excused. Trustee Akaka.
Aye.
Trustee Akina.
Aye.
Trustee Alapa. Trustee Galataria. Trustee Kahele lost connection. Trustee Lindsay is excused. Trustee Souza.
Aye.
Chair Waihe.
Yes.
6 yes votes. Motion passes.
Okay, members, so now let's, I'd like to move to that we now approve the sponsorship for the Hawaii Songwriting Festival, number 6, that's identified as number 16. And this is for the Hawaii Songwriting Festival 2026 in the amount of $7,500. Is there any discussion on this sponsorship? Okay, hearing none, can I get a roll call vote for its approval?
Trustee Ahuna is excused. Trustee Akaka is recused. Trustee Akina.
Aye.
Trustee Alapa. Trustee Galataria.
Aye.
Trustee Kahele is excused. Trustee Lindsay is excused. Trustee Souza.
Aye.
Chair Waihe.
Yes.
5 yes, 1 recusal, and 2 excused. Oh, sorry, 3 excused.
Okay, congratulations, everybody. Now we're moving on to new business. Action item BNF 2612. And set.
I see that a number of those that
Okay.
were interested in presenting would like to
Why-
share something.
I apologize. We can, yeah, we can do
As
that
well as
now,
those
right?
present in the boardroom.
I mean, you guys already approved, you voted to approve it,
Yeah.
so, yeah, like,
Well,
that being said, I don't want there to be an OIP issue, so I think you can allow, right, like, realistically, you
okay,
have the opportunity to speak.
so, if there's anybody that wants to testify, present retroactively. Yeah, it's been approved. Did you guys still want to? Yeah,
So you can say, knowing that it's approved.
knowing that it's, yeah, knowing that it's already been approved, is there anyone that wanted to testify or create this? Oh, okay, you don't have to, but if you want to. Okay.
Aloha Chair Wahe'e and
Aloha.
trustees, thank you. Thank you for the approval. My name is Heather Murakami. I am with ʻImi Ola Canoe Club, and really I'm here, I know you approved it, but I'm here to answer any questions about our application. Otherwise, we are mostly here to say thank you very, very much.
Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you. Okay, is there any other testimony? Yeah, okay, we'll take you next.
Aloha, Ovau o Kelicho, my Goodwill Hawaiʻi. We were approved, so thank you so much for our, this is actually the first time we've submitted event proposal or grant for our 15th annual Goodwill Goes GLAM, which is happening in July 16th to the 18th. So thank you very much for the approval.
Oh, you're welcome. Okay, is there anyone else?
Yes, we have a couple online. If you look at 3A11, Velo,
Or just call the person.
Velo Foundation, Ipole Lindsay Asing.
Ivale,
If you can unmute.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
go ahead.
Sorry. There.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Aloha nui kako o wau no o Ipole Lindsay Singh on behalf of Velo Foundation. I just also wanted to mahalo you folks for approving. This was also our very first time applying for the OHA grant. So we are super honored and just humbled by your folks' opportunity, really, for any of us to apply for this. It's really a kokua. And just briefly, Velo Foundation is hosting an annual event that focuses on creating a cultural space of Hawaiian music, hula, native traditions. So please, if you're on Hawaii Island during August 22nd, we will be there. OHA, you are definitely welcome to attend as well. But just nui ka mahalo ya oko, and we look forward to more of these opportunities with you folks. Ke aloha nui.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks. Anybody, is there any?
There's a couple more. If we go back to 3A7, Puʻuhonua Society, we have Lehuanani DeFranco.
Lehuanani. Aloha.
I work with Puʻuhonua Society as our Director of Operations, and mahalo again, like everyone else has said, for approving us. We are in collaboration with La Hoʻihoʻi Ea, and we curate the Makai side of the park with artists and cultural practitioners throughout the whole day. I won't go into my full testimony since it has already been approved, but I just wanted to ask, this is our second year of being approved, so mahalo for that. Last year, we were able to receive the rubric of that approval and basically how everything was scored. And I was wondering, maybe not this year because it has already been approved, but if next year we could also get that rubric, and that would just be really appreciative so we can continue to improve upon our grant applications and kind of really know what everybody is looking for. So that's just a small request in the future. La Hoʻihoʻi Ea this year is going to be celebrated on Sunday, July 26th at Thomas Square Park from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And we will be working again with OHA to provide a tent and to really work what that tent looks like that day. So mahalo again for your support.
Thank you, and we can definitely get that to you.
Yeah, just getting back to the top of the list, if we just went down the list, 3A2, Kīkaha Foundation, Kumuhula Lākea Perry. Did you have anything to say?
Aloha kako. Just wanted to say mahalo for your folks' support, and you know, from my perspective, it's always been a challenge for our Kāne to be involved in hula. They have so many other interests, and I just felt that we needed to you know, find support so we can get ourselves out in the public and you know, just present hula in a different light to our Kāne. And mahalo to you guys for your support.
Thank you. Okay, any other?
Yeah, 3.
Call the
3A4, Youth in Motion, Gordon Albino.
Gordon. Is Gordon there?
Oh, so sorry, I'm having some technical difficulties.
Yeah, we can hear you.
But I am the husband of Claire Albino, who applied for the grant. As far as my testimony goes, I'm going to keep it brief. I have no idea if we're approved or not. But
you got approved. Gordon.
Oh, we got approved. Well,
Yeah.
then this turns into a great mahalo. And I just want to say we are super excited serving the youth of Molokai, who are at in many ways, a great disadvantage as far as opportunities, encouragement, and mentoring. And we've going on our 25 years of the Molokai Holokai, which is a 2-day event. The first day is all about crossing the channel and really developing a deeper love for culture, tradition, and that's what we focus on the second day of the event. And it's all focused on Molokaʻi's youth, benefit for the youth culturally. Um, we have a lot of events and activities for the kids, but the best thing, the most rewarding thing is watching the kids excel throughout the years. And we are kind of a stepping stone to get them interested. And today, a lot of our kids that first started with us are now crossing the Kailolo and Kaiwi channels. They are some of them have become world-class athletes, and it is really an amazing thing. And I'm sorry that my wife Claire couldn't be here to testify. She's also teaching at the high school full-time. So a great mahalo. My mother is here as well, Opu'ulani Elbino, and she's been a great kumu and support, and she is our chief advisor also for our event. So she also helps that protocol is met and that we actually meet the standard that we set for ourselves to malama our kids of Molokai. But thank you very much. We really, really appreciate this and are really excited to carry on with this tradition and serve our youth of Molokai.
Thank you, Gordon. Any,
Yeah,
Sorry,
moving.
the camera.
Moving to 3A6 Big Island Substance Abuse Council, BSAC, Dr. Hana Preston Pita.
Doctor? Oh. Aloha.
For supporting the Big Island Substance Abuse Council. Obviously on Hawaii Island, you have provided this support for several years already, and we're very, very grateful. For over 60 years, we've been providing services on this island for the full continuum of care, and we finally opened up the first social detox program on Hawaii Island about 2 years ago, so we're very proud of that. Our Summer Jam event welcomes about 1,000 people every year at the Civic Center, and we will be able to do it again just by your support, so mahalo again.
Thank you. Lou, who's that? Can you say? Say. Aloha.
Hi. Chair Waihee, were you calling me Lou?
Yes.
On behalf of Ho'olauleʻa Homesteaders Association and our Molokai Paniolo heritage, we want to thank you. We would be remiss if we didn't say it. I know you guys want to get through this really quickly, but mahalo, mahalo, mahalo.
Thank you. Was that?
3A8 Hikiola Kili Kanoe Mahi.
Aloha.
Members of the Budget and Finance Committee, mahalo for your approval. I did prepare some thoughts that I wanted to share to respectfully advocate for the full requested amount, but knowing that it's already been approved, I'm not sure if you can advise whether I speak or not to that advocation.
Not now, but maybe at the board meeting, you could. We can bring it up there.
I mean, it's not needed, that's all. I think
Yeah.
that's what she's asking.
No, it's not needed.
Okay, well, mahalo nui loa, everyone, for all you do. Aloha.
Aloha. Thanks.
Hey, Chair. She's been waiting patiently. Luella help.
Oh, is that
Gordon's mom?
Yeah. Okay.
Put her hand up for the entire time.
All right, I'll acknowledge her. Luella?
Luella.
Luella.
Puʻuhonua. There it is.
Aloha mai.
Aloha.
Kākou nā kahuai ola o OHA. Mahalo nui no ke hui ana a oko, ko oko mana o nui I loko o ko okona au e pili ana I ke hana. As a kupuna of Molokaʻi, I have been involved in many of the culture activities, and I do support this activity because of the combination of community and practitioners coming together to assist our next generation throughout all of the adversities. And as a very rural community, I want to thank you, Meka Mahalo Nui, for accepting us and allowing us to continue 25 plus years of helping community come together so that the pilina is pa'a. With whatever comes to Molokaʻi, we will be ohana. We will support each other, and especially look at our youth. They are the future leaders of us. So mahalo nui loa mai ka hohonu o ko upuʻuwaia o ko pakahia pau. Mahalo nui.
Thank you. Okay.
3A14, Kekela o Kalani, Kalia Wasi.
Okay. Aloha.
Aloha, o Kalia. Mahalo no ke lona puʻana mai o kākou. I just wanted to, I guess, mahalo you all for your time and consideration in all of our applications and your support in the community. This really means a lot to me, as well as this being my first year applying. So mahalo you guys for all that you do. Ke Kala o Kalani is really important to me and my ohana. It has been essential in just a part of what we do and how we live on a daily basis. Hawaii Swim Show is a community event that involves about 20 designers from Hawaii as well as beyond. We do have some coming in from Polynesia this year to showcase their art and their culture, as well as 50 vendors who are always a part of it each year. So it's just amazing to be recognized, by you guys and just that it is more than a fashion show event. It is a beautiful community of talent, creatives, sharing their art and culture to the world. So we are just so grateful for your kākoʻo this year. And on behalf of Ke Kala o Kalani and Hawaii Swim Show, just mahalo nui.
Thank you.
3A16, Hawaii Songwriting Festival, Charles Brotman.
Charles.
Aloha, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Aloha.
Hello, Charles.
Just wanted to send our mahalo from Hawaii Songwriting Festival. We're an organization that works with Hawaii's young songwriters and the craft and the business of songwriting to teach people how, where those income streams come from and how to make a living here in Hawaii without leaving Hawaii. And we also have a really robust scholarship program. So pretty much any young music creator, any young music student in Hawaii that wants to come, we can fund them to come. So if you know any people that are interested, send them our way, HawaiiSongwritingFestival.com. Thank you.
Thank you.
And 3A21, Moni ke ala akaka aloha aina. Education aha. Ho'olu Lāhui akaka.
Aloha.
Ho'olu Lāhui. Aloha.
Aloha mai. I also would like to, I'll kind of turn my testimony time into a big mahalo to you all. My name's Ho'olu Lāhui Erica Akaka. I'm from Hilo, and I'm representing what we call for short Ma'aea, which is the Moani Keala Akaka Aloha Aina Education AHA. This was also our first time in applying for funds from OHA for an event, and we really want to mahalo you for supporting this first ever AHA Ulu that will be taking place in Kona on Hawaii Island in September. We're very excited about having your support to help make it possible to create a practitioner-focused convening within a longer full week of events around Ulu. There'll be a summit and a festival, but this AHA Ulu will be a specific 2 days for practitioners from across Hawaii, but also Moana Nui Akea to share intergenerationally. We're excited to bring in youth and practitioners from across the Pacific to share their wisdom, practices, and traditions around Ulu. So mahalo nui for your support. Very much appreciated. Aloha.
Thank you. Thank you.
No further testifiers.
Okay, members.
You want to use this?
So, the next item of business is action item 2612, and this is an approval for administrative, wait. Okay, so I'm going to put this motion on the table. I'm going to move to approve administration, to approve administration to, man, this, I hate when it doesn't read, no, I hate when it reads awkwardly. Wait. Oh, I'm just going to read it exactly how they wrote it. I'm going to move to approve administration to execute the Puʻuhonua Restorative Justice Program from Strategy and Implementation Health Outcomes Fiscal Year 2026 Contract Budget, execute and or procure all necessary agreements, instruments, applications, and other appropriate documents necessary for due diligence to engage and administer the Puʻuhonua Restorative Justice Program, appropriate funds up to $200,000 contingent upon approval of FY26 biennium budget allotment requests under Program 7130 to cover necessary costs incurred for or associated with the administration of the Puʻuhonua Restorative Justice Programs and take all other reasonable actions necessary and appropriate to implement the foregoing. And that's the motion. And it's up there on the screen. So is there any, I'll turn this over to Keishan to explain this action item.
Mahalo, Chair Wahehe. I'd like to call Ilana Farden to the table.
Aloha, Mr. Chair, honored trustees. Parker Spencer is out on approved leave. Kuiki is attending his eldest child's graduation, so you have me. So the action item that you have before you is to approve the Puʻuhonua Reentry Program. What I'd like to point out within the action item before you would be page 6, which would be the program description and scope. Also page 9, which would also share the expected outcomes and impact. So this is what we would look for success indicators for the program. And finally, on page 11 within the action item, for financial considerations would be the program funding for the $200,000. Before I turn it over to any questions, I do want to say that there has been extensive stakeholder engagement in the redesign of this program, including guidance and direction and ongoing conversation with Chair Kahele in helping us with the Hoi Amal report. And so putting this together, we're happy to provide it before you. I'm happy to take any questions on the program or funding at this time. Thank you.
Okay, are there any questions, members? Okay, if there are not any questions, can I get a roll call vote?
Trustee Ahuna is excused. Trustee Akaka?
Aye.
Trustee Akina?
Aye.
Trustee Alapa? Trustee Galataria?
Aye.
Trustee Kahele is excused. Trustee Lindsay is excused. Trustee Souza? Chair Waihe'e?
Yes.
6 yes votes.
Okay, all right. Thank you, yeah.
Oh, for the record, there was no testifiers for that.
Oh, sorry, okay. So for the next item, action item BF 2613, is there anyone signed up to testify on this action item?
No testifiers, Chair.
Members, I'm going to make a motion that that differs slightly from the one that is that you guys have. Okay, and that motion is to and I move to recommend approval of action item BNF 2613 as amended by the revised budget table and budget summary distributed at the May 27th Budget and Finance meeting, approving the proposed Puʻuhonua budget realignment and related fiscal year 26 budget update for account 2036600, including the additional $8,000 in fiscal year 26 budget for the nomenclature book project under services on a fee basis, and authorizing the distribution of up to $243,000 as an OHA grant to Namaka Ona as fiscal sponsor for the Hanau Mokuakea Native Hawaiian Cultural Working Group to carry out duties under the NOAA OHA MOA. So with that motion made, and it's up there on the screen, if you guys want to clarify it, I will turn this over to Keishan to present this action item.
Mahalo, Chair Waihe'e. We have with us today Lenaola Lei, who will be speaking to the budget realignment and distribution of funds.
Aloha, good morning, trustees.
Aloha.
We have available online to present 2 of the members of the Native Hawaiian Cultural Working Group who would be the recipients of the transfer that we're ultimately proposing, Ke Kuava Kikiloi and Hauʻoli Lorenzo. I would like to turn it over to them as soon as possible. They are really the experts in this area and have long-time familiarity with partnering with OHA. But I did just want to frame the urgency of this budget request. We are coming up on the expiration date of a existing MOA with NOAA, who has provided the grant funds. They expire September 30th, 2026. So the money needs to be expended before that date for the purposes in the MOA to support monument management activities in the area. And the Cultural Working Group, as I'll share with you, have extensive on-the-ground experience within the monument and also doing activities here in Hawaii to educate our community about the area, the cultural significance, the practices that continue there today, and why it's important for Native Hawaiians to have a voice, as we do, as co-trustee of the monument and through the Cultural Working Group, who we consult with on all major monument decisions that we're responsible for as an agency. So we are very fortunate to have them available as a partner to make sure that we can carry out duties that are really beyond the capacity of our staff. As the trustees know, based on the past 2 agenda items related to the ocean policy program. We are in the process of reconstituting that division. So prior to 2021, there were 2 permanent full-time staff dedicated to Papahana Mokuakea. And after 2021 until now, when we're in our hiring process, we haven't really had anyone at OHA dedicated to this work, and we've really depended on the cultural working group to carry forward our monument management responsibilities, and we continue that partnership. So I am going to turn it over to our guests to go through the proposed budget activities. The transfer that we're asking is for $243,000 to be transferred as a grant to Namaka Ona as the fiscal sponsor for the cultural working group. And they can, go through those activities, which are also in the action item and directly align with our duties under the NOAA MOA. So they would essentially be fulfilling our existing duties under the MOA with NOAA as the ultimate funder here. So, and I think if you can share your own screen, Ha'oli, and if not, we have the PowerPoint available. We can share on our end as well.
How's that? Can you see that?
We can. Thank you.
Hi. Oh, yeah. Aloha ni kako. Ua keia Ho'oli. No Waimea Mayo. My name is Ho'oli. I'm from Waimea. I'm an assistant professor of Hawaiian language at Honolulu Community College, so just like 5 minutes away from you guys. But I'm also here representing the cultural working group. And I also have here one of our co-chairs, Kekueva. Want to do a quick ho'olauna?
Aloha, my name's Dr. Kekueva Kikiloi. I'm an associate professor at Kamakakua Kalani Center for Hawaiian Studies. Aloha.
Hi, aloha nui. So as I mentioned, we're here representing the Papahana Mokuakea Native Hawaiian Culture Working Group. We have a few slides. I'm going to kind of blast through them a little bit. And it really, a lot of this is in that budget request that you guys should have already. But this presentation is really just sort of highlighting the work, who we are and what we do and what we intend to do with your support. So the Cultural Working Group, we also go by the CWG. I know some of you guys are familiar with us. We have been a group since 2001. And there's about 170 members that it fluctuates as the years go by. People come when they can and they leave when they got to. But we are a group of I think the big word volunteers here, but kupuna researchers, scholars, cultural practitioners, navigators, farmers, students, educators, community members, site managers, and marine advocates, and all of the above. And then so our huge kuleana here is really to be the Native Hawaiian voice within the management of Papahana Mokuakea, and particularly to the co-managers. So first it was through the SAC, the Sanctuary Advisory Committee, to NOAA, but now directly to OHA as a co-manager and co-trustee. So here is what we call the Hui Mana Mana. This is kind of our Papa Alaka'i, our leadership board. There's Pelika and Kekuevo, who are our co-chairs, and then Kaipu, Canoe, and then myself, who are other members here at Hui Mana Mana, the Hui Mana Mana. Our work is sort of broken up into several subcommittees. So we have Ohimanu, which is looking at the bird permits and the bird cultural practices. We have a strategic communications committee, which is really about getting the word out there, bringing the place to the people. Advocacy committee, so against commercial fishing and other destructive activities in Papahana Mokuakea, as an example. Permits review, so any activity that is to happen in Papahana Mokuakea needs to be reviewed by the co-managers as well as the cultural working group. And then the nomenclature hui is a really, really fun committee where we get to name newly discovered species found in Papahana Mokuakea in Olelo, Hawaii. So here are some of the lanakila, or some of the wins. And I do want to point out before I go over these wins, many of these wins could not have been accomplished without partnering with OHA. And so I'm kind of new to this history, and Kekueva can talk a little bit more about this if you do have questions on it. But again, this is a partnership driven lanakila, right? So it's making sure Native Hawaiian voice and leadership is in the management of Papahana Mokuakea. The educational efforts, learning more about this place, remembering that the ninth island is not Las Vegas, it's Nihoa. The CWG has helped to advocate for OHA to become a co-manager and a co-trustee of this place. The growth and maintenance of culture and language in Papahana Mokuakea. We help to advocate for the several designations that Papahana Mokuakea has and the protection, including the reserve, UNESCO, monument status, and sanctuary. And lastly, certainly not least, is the development of Paikapo Mai, a Native Hawaiian guidance document for the management of Papahana Mokuakea. So this part, I'm just gonna go blast through this part really, really quickly because it is in the budget packet. But if you do have specific questions on it, please do ask. But the budget is meant to fund and support 4 areas. So one of them is administrative and fiscal, management, education, and research and projects. So this is equaling up to $243,000. So administrative is CWG convening. So having, those 170 members come together and meet, as well as supporting a coordinator. Educational efforts include public engagement and the development of curriculum. I really like the phrase that's being applied here is janitorial management or janitorial work in Papahana Mokuakea, because that's really what it is. So there's the invasive species removal on Nihoa and as well as the field crew fellowship. Many of the times going to Papahana Mokuakea, our people that go, they don't get paid or they get paid very little. They have to take off from their jobs, or sometimes these the field crews are out there for 6 months on complete volunteer time. So helping and supporting those members that are out there. Some of the research projects that we want to do under the culture, under this grant is the Kāne Huna Moku voyaging training. So this is with the school on Oahu, doing voyaging training to Papahana Mokuakea, microfossil soil analysis from Nihoa and Moku Mana, which is Kekueva's jam. And then we have an intertidal productivity study. So looking at things like the opihi and whatnot in Papahana Mokuakea. So all of this, and this is just equaling up to $243,000, and specific details again is in that packet. This is just a reiteration of how we are going to execute this and also report back. So this will be done through our Hui Mana and our committee work, as well as our partners. So this is including OHA with us. Leina Ala has been an amazing champion, and we look forward to working more with the Ocean Policy Manager in terms of reporting of milestones and metrics. One thing that didn't make it into this budget, but I do want to throw it out there for consideration for future is an annual OHA and CWG leadership visit to Papahana Mokuakea. I think it's important for all of us, on this Zoom call, as well as other leadership who is here or not here, to get hands-on collaborative planning work in Papahana Mokuakea. This could possibly also include the co-managers and other partners. So NOAA, the Bring the Breed team, the Sanker's teams and and whatnot, to actually go to Papahana Mokuakea. So that is just for further consideration for next time. But lastly, if you do have any questions here or afterwards, feel free to reach out to us. Our emails are here. You can reach out to any of us if you want. I would probably be the POC, but feel free to just email any of us. We also have a website, alahacwg.com. Kekueva, Leina Ala, Mana'o, Nino.
If you guys have any questions, we're happy to answer any.
All right.
And to the board as well for making time for us.
Oh, thank you guys. Before I take questions, Leina, can you just clarify for the members what the changes were in the motion I made to what the motion was that they received in their materials?
Yes, the amendment, or the reason the motion was amended was because we actually got an additional $8,000 from NOAA in February. to go specifically to a book project to highlight some of the new species that have been discovered and their names in Olelo, Hawaii. So that money needed, it's the first sub-bullet of budget summary. It's called undesignate. It's basically the money that's sitting out there but wasn't moved into our budget. So it's just the addition essentially of this $8,000 to the total of the undesignated amount that would be moving into our budget.
Okay, thank you for that. Are there any other questions for anyone on this? Trustee Galutaria.
Yeah, Lei, where'd the 8,000 come from?
That was an additional grant from NOAA that they designated, like I mentioned, specifically for this book project. So it came in February, and it was just an additional project that they wanted us to execute that we're actually also working on with the cultural working group, but we're actually going to retain that money. That's why it's going to services on a fee, because we as OHA are actually going to help get it published. So we're not actually going to transfer out that 8,000.
Okay, the nomenclature book.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Trustee Akaka.
Mahalo. Mahalo nui for joining us today and sharing your mana'o and some of the educational information on here. I wanted to ask specifically how this work is going to help manage and what more we have to look at within the near future when it comes to what the federal administration is doing when it comes to conservation and making all these major changes. What should be on our radar right now and in the near future for us to plan ahead on?
So I'll answer that question as best I can as related to this action item, because there's a lot of ways that question could be answered. But this current grant, an MOA expires at the end of September 2026. And as mentioned, this money needs to be expended by then. Locally, our NOAA partners have expressed interest in entering into a new 5-year MOA this coming September, but likely there wouldn't be any funding attached, at least for the first year. But I would say we continue to have very strong partnerships with all the co-trustee agencies at the local level. They've clearly been very supportive. The NOAA funding is directly through the Office of National Marine Sanctuary. And so, you know, those are the co-managers that on the OHA side we have monthly meetings with. Then we have quarterly co-trustee meetings. And so we're all very much in constant communication and alignment. We do plan to have further discussions, and I flagged this for Hauʻoli and the rest of the CWG team. But when we actually grant out the money, as Hauʻoli mentioned, we're going to discuss with NOAA the report back metrics that we want to be sure that we're able to provide to our federal partners. So when it does come back around to the next potential MOA and grant cycle, that we have the reporting back information that they would be interested to see. But yeah, we've had initial conversations, and that report back information should, you know, be relatively easy. We're in very close communication with ONMS, who's the local fiscal manager of these monies, and they're very supportive of this transfer out to the cultural working group.
Thank you. And I think another point of focus for us to look at as well is having that communication with the federal delegation from NOAA and the Office of Foreign Affairs and all the partners here, so that they're kept abreast on how they can constantly advocate when it comes to this co-stewardship.
Yes, and oh God, it's so loud, excuse me. I most recently, as part of a coalition meeting, met last week with Rep. Takuta's office, and we gave them the update about efforts to roll back the fishing protections in Papahanaumokuakea, which we have been partnering with the CWG and advocating against that. And so we are in pretty regular communication, us and our partners, with the congressional delegation, just about the status of threats, as well as all the good on-the-ground work that's being done to manage the monument and sanctuary. It's also a sanctuary. I say monument because this MOA is for the monument, but of course it's also a sanctuary now.
Mahalo.
Any other questions? Okay, if there are no other discussions or questions, can I get a roll call vote?
Trustee Ahuna is excused. Trustee Akaka.
Aye.
Trustee Akina.
Aye.
Trustee Alapa is excused. Trustee Galataria.
Aye.
Trustee Kahele. Aye. Trustee Lindsay is excused. Trustee Souza.
Aye.
Chair Waihe.
Yes.
6 yes votes.
Okay, the motion passes. Members, I'm going to make a motion to adjourn. Any discussion on the motion to adjourn? Okay, hearing none, can I get a roll call vote?
Trustee Akaka.
Aye.
Trustee Akina.
Aye.
Trustee Galataria.
Aye.
Trustee Kahele.
Aye.
Trustee Souza.
Aye.
Chair Waihe.
Yes.
6 yes votes.
We are adjourned.